My Strange Addiction tier list part 2. We have turn off Wi-Fi and turn it on again, then the stream ends. You smart guy. Anyways, My Strange Addiction tier list part 2 by Stoic Stick. We'll just go in there. We reacted to part 1. Now it's gonna be part 2, and we're gonna look at strange addictions.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for my silver play button, so that's why no face reveal video yet. Anyway, part 2 of the My Strange Addiction tier list, we'll just get right into it using the same tier list. If you want to know what the tiers mean and or miss the first part, here's a link to part 1.
Yeah, last time we had gasoline, we had eating tires or wheels or whatever. Like all the weird shit, all the weird stuff. We had that. Interesting. Said after stream. Okay. It's just odd. It's just weird.
Basically, we rank the addictions and point out if they're fake or not.
And one was eating her husband.
First up, we have the final boss of all road traffic users, the man who is addicted to cycling.
My name is Tom. I'm 55 years old. I live in Mount Pleasant, Texas, and cycling is my addiction.
Tom cycles nearly every day of his life.
Huh? How does one get okay, how does one get addicted to cycling? Okay, that's interesting. I think that one is fine.
For about 8 hours, so it's basically like a second job to him. It says that he's ridden about 1 million miles, which is the circumference of the Earth 40 times over. So yes, he is definitely addicted to his bike.
I'm so used to this that the bike seat is no longer painful to me.
Yeah, okay, maybe it's more than just an addiction actually. Tom also cycles while working, which...
That's a crazy hyperfixation. I must admit, that's a wild one. That's a wild one. So professional rider, yeah, kinda.
I think is actually pretty good. It's way better than just sitting down at a desk at least. And oh yes, the infamous
and reacting to videos for 6 hours straight.
Black screens. We are back. This one's just factual.
Thomas spent more than 82,000 hours on a bike. That's more than 9 full years. Bro, at least he'll be healthy. True.
Kind of impressive, to be honest, though. He has spent more time on a bike than the average 30-year-old has spent asleep, and yeah, just look at those indents on his head. He is definitely not lying about the hours that he's putting in on that bike. Tom eventually goes to see a doctor about his cycling addiction and has his x-ray taken, and it turns out that he has cycled himself to the point where he is now suffering from a joint injury that is most common in elderly women. He has severe
Bro turned hag, that's crazy!
Arthritis that will eventually take away his ability to walk.
Osteoarthritis is a degenerative joint disease in which the tissues in the joint break down over time. It is the most common type of arthritis and is more common in older people. People with osteoarthritis usually have joint pain and after rest or inactive stiffness for a short period of time. Interesting.
This could mean that it could get to a point where he can't walk anymore and is wheelchair bound. But somehow I just know that he will retain his ability to cycle. Imagine him pulling up to work on a bicycle and then it falls into a wheelchair and he just rolls into work. Final shot of the video, and oh man do I love these producers. Hey Tom, can you just stare blankly at your home bike setup and slowly shake your head while we play some somber music over it? You don't get this type of filmmaking anymore, and it really is a shame. It turns out that Tom is actually an incredibly skilled athlete when it comes to cycling. He's even in the comment section flexing on the haters. Yeah, that's right.
That's crazy. That's wild. He just goes and flexes on people. The original transsexual first edition sex change. That's crazy.
YouTube commenter get dunked on by the cycling master. This guy may be one of the only cool cyclists around. He even has his own YouTube channel that I suggest you...
True. Most cyclists that I know are just pricks. They feel like they own the street. which is really funny. They really do, like, they really act like they own the street. It's really, really odd. At least here, we have somebody call the, somebody who, like, rides on his bike and sues people if they, park wrong, fun fact. He just goes around and sues people. He just reports them to the police. He's also on the bike the entire time. That's another one of these. This might be insensitive, but at least they'll still be in a set of wheels. That's great. True though.
Go and subscribe to, and the last reply I saw of his was around 2 years ago, saying that he's still in good health and that he still cycles, albeit not as much as he used to. So, in the end, Tom was right about the cycling and not needing hip surgery, contrary to what the doctors were telling him. So for these reasons, I think I'll be putting Tom and his cycling addiction in the completely fine tier, because relative to the others on this list, extreme cycling just isn't that strange. Our next strange addiction is for all you potty mouths out there. The woman who is addicted to eating soaps and detergents.
I know a video where a bunch of guys were tricked into eating soap. So, not crazy. I also wonder if you could make soap into an out of organic material and eat that soap. That wouldn't be the worst. Weird, but not the worst. When someone gets on a bike, they seem to just be unable to see the cycling lane. It vanishes from view and they've got to use the whole fucking road. True.
I'm Tempest. I'm 19 years old. I'm in college, and I'm addicted to eating laundry detergent and soap.
Nah, that can't be. Nah, that can't be. Nope. That's fake. Soap doesn't even taste good. I knew that you would know. That goes straight into the fake.
So Tempest just likes to raw dog spoonfuls of laundry powder, which, I mean, at least she'll always have nice smelling breath, which is more than I can say for some of the people who I have had the displeasure of meeting, and that's because I live in England. Tempest also...
Yeah, that's one still fake. Like, at least she'll be clean from the inside.
Likes to eat these suds from soap, and like the majority of the real addictions on this tier list, it's probably due to some psychological trauma that she endured in the past.
When I think about the idea of the soap and laundry detergent cleansing me, I basically mean I feel refreshed. And so if I feel refreshed on the outside, why not feel refreshed on the inside?
Yeah, this kind of just reinforces what I just said, although I believe that Tempest is faking some of it for the cameras, at least potentially, unless she's eating some...
Yeah, I definitely think, what do you mean you knew that I would know that? No, I don't like the implications of that. I can feel it through the screen. I know that you're soap enjoyer. No, I'm just being mean on purpose. Yeah, I remember seeing a video of, I think it was either fruit or pie-shaped soap, and one of the people kept chewing it despite being stolen soap, said it was good. True, I remember something like that as well.
Organic vegan laundry detergent, but more on that later. The producers then get her to confess her addiction to her friends, and their reaction is about what you'd expect.
You know how like you get bubbles in your hands like from the soap?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When I eat it,
that's nasty.
Then we have...
That's nasty. True. That is weird. Maybe not nasty, but definitely weird. Weird as fuck, and probably... How can she even get that down? Like, it does not taste nice. How does she get that down?
Then we have another gem in the library of cinematic masterpieces in this scene right here.
This is difficult because I was dealing with it, and I've been dealing with it for months. I didn't want any little things to jeopardize like our friendship. I'm sorry.
I do think that Tempest needs to receive help, so maybe seeing a doctor would probably help her.
The contrasting scenes of her crying and then Her slow motion licking soap off her hands is just gold. Then the scary black screen is back saying that she eats around 100 bars of soap a year, which is around 2 a week.
Tempest eats more than 100 bars of soap every year. Nah, this is bait. I'm not a soap enjoyer, but I have tried it, so that's how I know it's bad. Not as bad as perfume, though. Are you like a toddler who you know, when like little kids, you need to be careful because they put everything in their mouth? Was that you as a kid? Just like you see like money on the table and you're like, yes, I'll put that in. I become a vending machine. Is nasty. It is nasty, but at least it's not excrement. Oh yeah, we had that with those for a little bit here and there.
With the average bar of soap weighing around 100-ish grams, she apparently eats 10 kilograms of soap a year, or about 25 pounds. Now, fortunately for Tempest, most soaps are actually non-toxic. The main ingredient in most of them are sodium stearates that are non-toxic to humans, and when ingested they react with the acids in your stomach and form stearic acids, which actually have a laxative effect that Tempest doesn't actually.
So every time she eats a bar of soap, she's gonna suffer from diarrhea. That's terrible.
Actually seem to mention in the video. If the 10 kilograms a year of soap didn't convince you that this addiction is fake, then the detergent eating will. Because eating detergents can cause some pretty serious burns to your mouth, throat and esophagus, which would make it near impossible to speak the way that she does. And after eating it for 6 months, it would have easily caused enough damage to be noticeable. Tempest's story then ends with her kicking the eating addiction, but she's still addicted to smelling the detergents, so it's kind of a win. But yeah, I think I've seen enough to stick this one into the fake tier.
Yeah, I agree. I just like to try new things. I don't do it much anymore. Question mark? We explore the world through taste. I don't know how I feel about that one. I think soap could be a weight loss method. I don't know about that one. I don't know about those. I don't know about that one. About those two.
TLC really loves to do the faking the whole eating dangerous substance thing. Anyway, next we have a glassmith's worst nightmare.
My name is Josh. I'm 27. I live in Worcester, Ohio, and I'm addicted to eating glass.
That's bait. That's gotta be fake. This is probably like the sugar made glass. It can't be real glass.
Yes, this is Josh, who enjoys the finer
That still makes me uncomfortable though, even though I know it's not real glass.
things in life, such as an occasional glass of champagne. No, literally, the actual champagne glass. As well as any light bulbs that he can get his hands on. How many Joshes does it take to screw in a light bulb? I mean, probably still just one Josh, except maybe give him 2 light bulbs though, one as a snack and one to go screw in. Josh works as a stage performer, and no, his act does not involve eating glass, which is just such a waste in my opinion. That's like being born with an extra set of fully working arms and deciding to get into professional chess. Like sure, you can move your pieces easier, but the missed potential. Josh's fiancée isn't very happy with his addiction.
When I first saw Josh eating glass,
I mean, I wouldn't be either. Where did all the light bulbs go? What happened to the windows? Where are all the glasses? Yeah, anymore. When I was a kid, I ate everything I saw, but now anymore because I understand it's bad. Sometimes the urge is still strong still. It's an actual addiction. That's terrible. Had to not have to be fake. Yeah, it has to be fake. Eating glass definitely would be dangerous. Fake. Yep, definitely. There was a person who just metal, glass, wood, plastic. Yeah, but he had and that's the important factor. I don't think glass, but the guy that ate metal actually had a really tough stomach wall. Like the stomach was double as thick.
I thought it was fake. I didn't think it was real. And when I found out that it was, I was upset and scared.
Again, all these people are always somehow married or engaged. Was the 2000s really that lawless of a place where your options were really that thin? But yeah, Josh's fiancée isn't happy with the idea of him eating and crunching on sharp shards of glass, which, I mean, yeah, makes sense. But that's not all. He also likes to eat bullets.
The bullet eating started at a restaurant that I was working at.
Does bro want to be a gun? Does homie just want to be a gun? That comes out of his butt. Is it like gonna be like fired like a pistol? What the fuck?
Somebody left a bullet at a table, and after egging on from friends, I decided to swallow it. I get a huge rush, little tingly in like my fingertips, and feel it roll around my tongue, and I can feel it going about halfway down my esophagus.
Yeah, he's pretty weird. They even take him to get an x-ray done, and there's just like 8 bullets in his stomach/intestines, and everyone is just so nonchalant about it. I did do a bit of research, and by that I mean a single Google search, and found out that the show producers actually played up the whole glass eating addiction, and that he only really does it for attention. Which, I don't know what's more sad, to be honest. Actually being addicted to eating glass, or being that attention starved that you'd...
So, in its core, the dude just has an addiction to actually just eating stuff that is not supposed to be eaten. Okay. Like the Grinch. I prefer if it actually be addicted to eating raw onions instead. My husband was in the ER because he ate a few bullets. Would for sure be a convo starter. True. True. Yeah, that'd be something. That'd be something. Like, tell me something about, like, do you have lore? It's like, oh yes, my husband eats bullets. And glass. Yeah. Tingly as that's the gunpowder. Bro is about to shoot bullets out of his ass.
Actually eat glass. In the end, the addiction is fake, but he's still actually eating the glass, and that's not fake, so I don't really know where to put it now. So I guess I'll just stick him in the a little strange tier.
But wouldn't his mouth be all cut open if he actually ate the glass?
Next, we probably have one of the most likable characters out of any of the TLC shows. We have the man addicted to buying roadkill.
My name is Scott, I'm 34, and I have an addiction to remove dead animals from the road.
Scott spends his days driving up and down the motorway.
I mean, that's weird as fuck, but he's technically doing a service. It depends on what he does. It depends on what he does, actually. With those.
Picking up and containing any roadkill that he encounters to give them a proper burial in a nice field. The reason why he does it makes what he does even more noble, and he does it because in 1999 he found his pet dog dead on the highway, run over by...
Aww, that's actually cute. Okay, no, that's not... Is that... That's... It's weird, but it's wholesome. It's weird, but it's wholesome. I don't know how to feel about this. It's weird, but wholesome.
A car. And I'll just let him say it in his own words, because how he describes it is pretty moving.
It was horrible losing her. I mean, I was messed up, you know. I was crying and crying. I lost my air, you know. I was their best friend there.
And it's with this tragic backstory that he began his work of ferrying run-over and forgotten animals into their graves. Honestly, this is some of the purest form of altruism that you'll see. He knows that most of the animals that get run over aren't even pets, or that anyone will even recognize him for the work that he's doing, yet he does it anyway, in the hopes that no one ever has to feel the anguish that he did upon seeing his pet lying on the road in pieces. The video then takes a turn to try and fearmonger people with
wild animals can carry diseases such as rabies and West Nile virus. Well, kinda don't care. He's doing God's work here. I don't care.
The infamous black screen, which I think is an L on the producer's part. In the video, Scott even talks about how he uses gloves, containers and a shovel to avoid getting any fluids or anything on himself. Scott also talks about how he's
even doing it safely. Pretty good, pretty good.
He does is cost him friends and relationships, but sometimes you just have to do what you believe is good, regardless of what everyone else thinks. Anyway, I think that Scott is a great man, so he's going to be going into the completely fine tier. The next one.
Yeah, you better put him in the completely fine tier, because I consider this definitely completely fine. It's an odd one, for sure, but it's not, like, terrible. It really isn't. An odd one, definitely, but, yo, this is cool. This is cool. He's doing a good. That's definitely not the worst addiction. That's definitely one of the better ones. That's probably a really good one. I mean, he does it because his own dog was run over, so understandable.
One is less serious. Well, it's more serious, but you know.
My name is Gloria. I'm 28 years old, and my addiction is bleach.
I've heard of a, you know, that there's race kinks. One race kink is called like this. That's terrible. She's getting bleached.
I love bleach a lot. I ain't gonna say I love it more than I love myself, but I do love bleach.
Gloria is addicted to bleach. She likes to clean with it, bathe in it. I mean, she even admitted that she used to eat.
Bathe in it? That would hurt. Wouldn't that? That would hurt. That would hurt.
Eat it.
When I was pregnant, I used to take pieces of tissue and dip them in bleach and take them like pills.
Oh yeah, she was also.
Bro, what? Bro, what the fuck? Bro, what the fuck? Nah, dude. Nah. Oh yeah, race play? Yep. No. No. Kinda? No. As far as I'm aware, both of these are out of... I mean, they are race play, but I think they're kind of... Both of those are out of, superiority reasons. As far as I'm aware. That's terrible. Okay, like the smell of bleach for small periods. She likes it a bit too much.
Pregnant while she did that. Hang on.
You're giving those... If that kid comes out weird, you're giving those autism moms ammo. For real.
Hang on. Re-reviewing the video. When she talks about how she bathes in bleach, I'm not sure if she says what I think she says, so I'll play the clip and I'll let you decide.
When I stay too long, my eyes have burned and my skin have tingled, so that lets me know that it's...
Did you just say her ass? That's why this one is the most played.
Reviewing the video. When she talks about how she bathes in bleach, I'm not sure if she says what I think she says, so I'll play the clip and I'll let you decide.
When I stay too long, my eyes have burned and my skin...
I think she's saying her asshole burns. Oh my goodness.
And have tingled, so that lets me know that it's time to get out.
Did she say ass hair burned? That's a pretty specific indicator for telling her when to get out of the bleach-filled bath. Yes. I've been in here for an hour, but my arse hairs are still not singed, so I'll sit a little longer.
My ass hair burned. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, I know the guy who ate like planes and shit. I mean, there's a lot of people who bleach their skin to try and get lighter. Race swapping.
Even auto captions are saying it as well, so it has to be true. You know what I'm wondering is that, does she just go into the store and buy like a dozen bottles of bleach all at once? And if she does, is that not raising any alarm bells? Like, surely someone buying hundreds of bottles of bleach a month will be on an FBI watch list or...
You question that, okay? You question that. But then you have a man collecting a ginormous amount of baby oil. And nobody cared. I don't know about that one.
Be brought in for questioning at the least. Maybe she just does what Fezzle does in Four Lions to buy her bleach. That's a great reference, by the way, if you know, you know. So in the show, they make her go see a doctor who tells her that using bleach on your skin is bad for you because of the fumes / the damage to the skin. And the doctor tells her to stop using the bleach. Cut to the next scene, and she's talking about how she's so happy that all she needs to do is address the dry skin and she can continue using the bleach. Which is obviously not what the doctor told her.
I was happy, that nothing was wrong besides dry skin and that could be fixed. Because I'm going to take her advice and go see a therapist, but it's not going to change anything.
I'm also like, wouldn't that hurt down there? Like, down there, that would probably... That's gotta be fake. I'm gonna say this. This one's fake as well. Yes, bitch, trying to be Uncle Ruckus. I love Uncle Ruckus. He's funny. Every time I see a clip, it's just funny. Go buy 1,000 bleach bottles, no police would come to you. Probably not.
Honestly, the producers have redeemed themselves with that. Anyway, she goes to a psychiatrist in the end who isn't able to convince her to stop using the bleach, and she continues to use it to this day as far as I'm aware. I think that this addiction is actually genuine. It definitely comes from the older generation, I think, because older people in general like to use bleach to clean themselves, from what I've seen anyway. For these reasons, I'm probably going to put...
Who the fuck uses bleach to clean themselves? What? When your hair down there fall out, like, it's also open. Like, wouldn't the bleach just enter? Ugh.
In the a little weird tier. I feel like there's a few more steps that you can take with a bleach addiction before it can get into the strange tier. I mean, she did used to eat bleach on tissues, but I'm going to take her word for it that she stopped doing that. Our final strange addiction is going to be another one of the Hall of Famers.
My name is Nathaniel. I'm 27 years old. And I'm in a serious relationship with my car.
This is the definition of I get no bitches. Before AI, we had this. I also know there's a chick who's into trains, and there's also a chick who is into planes. Apparently also there's somebody who is also into trees. I'm not surprised. He is car sexual.
Morning, baby.
Automobilophilic.
Oh boy. This is gonna be a good one. The creepy banjo music, the short montage of him up close getting absolutely freaky with the wheel and front bumper, the passion in his face. He even closes his eyes. That's a real kiss. This is cinematography at its finest. We need more of this at the
peak cinema. It's peak. Basically, Stoic Stick just said peak cinema. They're all men into balloons. I'm not surprised that there's all... I'm not surprised. If people can be into animals, they can most certainly be into objects. Dude, could have it just not been one of, like, those anime characters and, like, you just took a fucking, cardboard box instead? Like a cardboard standout? Just like, bro, why? Why are we doing this? I love you, Nissan.
Paris Film Festival. Forget your stupid silent movies in a stupid alien language that no one speaks. We
the French
need more of this. So the car that he's in a relationship is also a male car who's called Chase.
What? He's in a... Okay, he is in a relationship with a gay car. He is in a homosexual relationship with a car. Wait, it couldn't be homosexual. Well, actually it is, right? just a different species. What the heck, bro? That's crazy. Makes body pillows of anime characters look normal. This makes dude, this makes AI relationships look normal. Fucking a car which has a transmission. Either they're trying to be transformer, or they look transsexuals too literally. They took them too literally.
Meaning that Nathaniel is also gay, which to me just sounds like a convoluted way to come out to your parents, which we will get to later. Nathaniel
This is so dumb. Honda sexual. This is great. We're gonna coin that. Gatsubishi. Great car. Never thought I'd hear these two words together. Apparently, it exists.
is a gentleman, though. This ain't no pump and dump. He treats his car love interest with a weirdly authentic romance.
The favorite
Bro really became the husband of a car. That's crazy. That's wild.
date would be going to the lookout area. Just lean against him a little and just be with him mainly. Love you.
Honestly, I think that Nathaniel may be some misunderstood guy who just happens to really like his car, which isn't that weird.
We have our times when we get sexual. Does that feel good?
Ooh! Chat, I need a shower of this one. I need a shower for this one. He's sticking his pee-pee in the exhaust. Is it called piping? That is crazy. He gooning to a car. He do be gooning.
You're a handsome man. Love you, baby.
Right. Well, clearly I've spoken too soon. Look at what the producers did, by the way. They got him in full studio lights in the first part, and then they ask him to get freaky in his car with this.
I would never sit in this car. I would never sit in this car. He brings the car home. They bring each other home. I don't know. At least he's a gentleman. Look, I know it's our first time, but I'll pay the gas. That's crazy. This makes dragons doing stuff with cars normal.
This low light, shaky handheld camera quality. It makes it look like found footage from a horror movie. Okay, do I need to censor this part? And also, when he takes it in for repairs, does he get jealous? And if he has to replace one of the parts in his car, is it now less his boyfriend? Kind of like the ship of Theseus, except a lot more freaky.
Today, Nathaniel has decided to reveal everything to his father.
Yeah, this is gonna go great, I can just tell.
Oh, bro, this is gonna be so cringe. If he's having sex with a girl in this car, is he called a threesome? True, probably. Props to the sound engineer. He knows what background music to put on. So true. Well, no, the core oil is the lube. This is crazy. This is wild. Why are we here? Just to suffer. Used to love Frog if she turned into a car. I had no other choice. In this case, I'd have to find the spell how to break the curse.
Oh. Also, by washing his car, isn't that him technically showering his boyfriend while his dad is watching?
I'm just gonna come out and say it, I guess. I'm in an
Get the belt. Just get the belt. Homie, I hope you have a belt.
intimate relationship with Chase. Sexually and emotionally.
You're in an intimate relationship with your car?
Yes.
And sexually with your car?
Yes.
It's your car?
Yes.
Honestly,
that's when bro realized his bloodline ends here. That's when bro realized he needs to knock up his wife a second time. That's crazy.
Didn't go nearly as bad as I thought it did. Surely that's the weirdest part of the coming out story over with.
Okay.
Certain, and it involves masturbating as well.
Okay.
What happened to shame, guys? No, really. The producers that put Nathaniel up to this are vultures. But thank God they did it, because this is gold.
So you rub up against it, or, I mean, I guess, like right now, does this turn you on?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, I knew that.
Does he drink the transmission fluid too? Bro, if he goes in another car, is that cheating? Does the car give consent? I don't know, honking. And that's kids how cars. Wait, wait, I'm having a stroke, bro. I'm having a stroke. Learn spelling, please. Well, this is how cars happen, though, I think. That's what you're trying to say. Poor father. Yeah. If my child came up to me and be like, yeah, by the way, I'm fucking my cupboard, I'd be like, what child? What is 18 more years? I can always start again. Make another kid.
This was part of this weird kink thing. Turns out that his dad, even though weirded out, still loves his son after this confession. But I mean, he also...
I wouldn't. What came to be? Yeah, okay, now it works. Honk twice for consent.
So partly believes that it's his fault because of the divorce.
Was it because of the divorce between me and your mom that did any of this?
I feel like that may have played a small part in it. I mean, it wasn't your fault.
Okay. Okay. Let me clarify. Let me make sense to this. So the divorce of his parents made him a gay car lover. How exactly does that work? Kids, see, that's why divorce is bad.
Fault, and it wasn't mom's fault. We just couldn't spend a lot of time.
Yeah, his dad 100% believes that it was the divorce that made him this way. But I think that the general vibe is that he's accepting of his son, which is cool. He still gets him to go to therapy about it, though.
Tell me what brings you in to see me today.
Well, I'm in an intimate relationship with my car Chase.
Okay.
Emotionally and sexually.
Okay.
This literally sounds like an elevator pitch. Is he telling me about his relationship with his car, or trying to get me to invest in some pyramid scheme?
I've had girlfriends in the past, yeah, and it's always been hard. It's never...
What? What? So he had girlfriends and end up with a car instead. My child would not drive on him with his own car. Holy shit. If my child started dating its car, I would have their birthday bullshit. The time traveling morning after pill. Well, at least he didn't get rewired into stuff instead. True. That's correct. Or animals or other weird illegal shit. So at least there's that. Still not good though. Still not good.
Worked out, I guess, because of that piece of me is still attached to cars.
Nathaniel the corophile has had previous success with women, and I'm gonna guess that a sizable percentage of the people watching haven't. So, how does it feel knowing that this guy, biologically speaking, is more successful at seeking mates than you are? My excuse is that I'm a man of the Lord. What's yours? And
I waited until marriage. That scared women. So many women. So that's my excuse. That was my excuse. And it may still be an excuse.
Anyway, let's see how Nathaniel is doing in a 10-year update video that TLC did.
My name's Nathaniel. I live in a small rural town.
Good lord, puberty hit him like a semi-truck.
Bro, what happened? Did his car make too good food? Filled his belly too much? What the fuck happened? Bro got run over by that truck, in fact.
And I'm willing to bet that he had a semi whilst getting hit by that semi. Okay, I'll see myself out the door.
Unfortunately, Chase is no longer a part of my life.
Damn. From my guess, the car either slipped or the lift mechanism broke down and down came Chase. Probably damage to the frame of the car that made it financially infeasible to get him fixed. And Nathaniel didn't take it too well.
You look back and you just don't realize the things you take for granted until it's too late.
His car died. He lost his car. It died. Did it break? Yeah, it did. Sniffed too much gasoline. My excuse is that I don't like women. Oh, me neither. Me neither. They should not have any rights. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Calm down. It's all good. I'm just joking. Your favorite misogynist here. According to VTubing Twitter.
And so
yeah, I kind of feel bad for Nathaniel. As weird as it was, he really did love that car, and after Chase, Nathaniel did what any man going through a midlife crisis does. Yes, that's right. He buys a bunch of hoes and goes crazy.
I was looking for new vehicles and found my baby girl online.
He built a car harem. He built a car harem. Nah, I'm ending it all. That's crazy. I was gonna get beat up by Frog for that comment. You have no idea what that woman believes. Repeal the 19th.
Fine. Pretty girl. I love Lex with all my heart. Thank you for all you do for me.
Well, good for him, I guess. If I had my doubts that he was being genuine about his addiction before, they have thoroughly been put to rest, and although I can empathize with him a little, he's still going to be going near the top of the strange tier. Well, that's all we have for part 2 of the My Strange Addiction tier list. There's probably another part to this series in here somewhere, but that's to be decided. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you liked the video, consider liking and subscribing, but other than that, thanks for watching the video. Hope to see you in the next one.
That was awful. That was interesting. And the good part is, there's a part 3. There is a part 3, which is the crazy thing. There is, in fact, a part 3, and we're probably going to react to that as well, which is going to be very interesting. But yeah, if you like this kind of content, please consider liking, subscribing.